Yes, top of the evening. This is the Source Experience. The news by Shanewz. All right, we want to do a systems check first. Make sure that you guys are hearing us loud and clear. Then we are going to give you the news by Shanewz. So, I'm on a little later than normal, right? What it is. Um, Couple of things to discuss. I got my notes here, right? Hopefully, you guys are hearing me loud and clear, right? Want to make sure that you guys are hearing. I got the microphone now, the other mic. So I just want to make sure that you're hearing me. Sometimes this might be a little low, be a little low, and we don't want that, right? We don't want that. We want the mic to be good, right? We want good sound, quality sound. So let's make sure we got that. Oh yeah, we're good. All right, we are official, like a ref with a whistle. Soundboard is sounding good. Everything is up. So let me share this, and then I'm gonna get it popping tonight. I'm gonna get it popping, yeah. Man. Now, some of this content might offend some of y'all, especially those of y'all that are loyalists to network and not loyalists to boxing. Um, some of y'all that are uh, agents, media agents, but not the media marketing agent. This is definitely going to offend y'all. But those of y'all that are consumers first and fans of boxing, you are going to dig and love this source tonight. So, and I want to say shout out to all of my colleagues. The reason why I'm on so late this evening is because I was on the phone with a lot of different people. I was trying to gather up some information with my notes that I could come on and speak on as well. You know, a lot of things is going to be off the record, but I will speak on some stuff because, like I said, God is good. Um, throughout my years of being Jack Fitness journalist, and now, my name, Shalom Jones, aka Source Shaw News by Shaw News, the media marketing agent. I have made a lot of relationships in the industry. So I definitely was doing that today, reaching out to a lot of industry people behind the scenes, as well as some of my colleagues that do media work, as well as watching a lot of you content fakers as well. We are not going to hesitate tonight to speak on a lot that has taken place. And with the announcement of this, let me get over here so we can be clear on what I am speaking on, right? Now, I know a lot of you guys did not report on this last night. When this initially broke, right? A lot of you guys did not even want to speak on it because I know why a lot of you guys didn't want to speak on it because not only did it expose you guys, right? It really made you guys look like what a lot of you guys are: con artists, scammers, frauds, respect. Smash the like button if you're in here, because you're gonna get some fire gems. As always over here. All we ask for is the likes, especially if you moonlight in here. Please hit the like button. It goes a long way for the algorithm. But if you do donate, the cash app is at the bottom. Pull this up right here, 'cause this is official, right? Now, when this dropped last night, right? Check something. 1 2 1 2. You hearing me good? 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? You know? 2 seconds. I'm in the office, man. I'm in the office. At first, I wasn't gonna come on. I was like, yo, this is as a consumer, I'm sick. They said it though. They said we was going to be sick. They are correct, right? You see why I'm right here. This is official. This isn't no made up like these guys was on here telling us. A lot of these guys was telling us there was gonna be other fights, um, things that didn't come to fruition, man. And a lot of you guys aren't holding these people accountable that were telling you these things. You're not holding them accountable. Now, I could dig it, right? You don't want to hold people accountable, especially because dumb people listen to dumb people. But yes, dumb people listen to dumb people, right? We'll get to that too in a second. Um, so this is official now, right? This is the March 30th. We have the schedule, right? The main and co-main event. We will be having uh, Keith one-time Thurman. He will be going up against Tim Zoo, special bout. Yeah, special. Because even though Tim Zoo is the WBO junior middleweight titleist, I spoke on this earlier, but a lot more information has come out. This is a non-title bout. Yes, they are fighting at 155, a catch weight. A catch weight. Now, a lot of this is to my surprise as well. But it's like, okay, you have a guy who, and Tim Zoo is the champion, a 154 junior middleweight champion. But then you have a guy, Keith Thurman, who is moving up. Now, he's been a lifer welterweight, former unified champion. Why are you giving him a catchweight fight? Which is mind-boggling. But like I said, some of the people that I have spoken to, man, see, everybody wants to start calling me now. But when I when I get in the gear, man, I'm in gear right now, man. Please, just don't call me. Let me get my thoughts off. I got my notes here. But like I said, this guy's fighting at a catchweight, a lifer, 147. But like I said, some of the people that I've spoken to behind the scenes on this, I'll get into the reasons why this is happening, right? Um, but I want to highlight what I said earlier in the week when, because that somebody really confirmed this tidbit, right? And they were speaking on this with me, and they said, they was watching my stuff when I was saying that when these guys were putting out that it was going to be Tank Davis and Frank Martin, and they was like, "Yo, man, why you talking? Why you saying that? Why you saying that?" And remember when I was saying that, yeah, if Tank and Frank fight, is Frank going to take 800K? Now the reason why I was saying that is because, like I said, some of the people that I was speaking to behind the scenes were saying that Tank was not going to get his, you know, normal guarantee. Tank just fought Ryan for 5 million guaranteed. And from what I'm hearing, and you guys do your own research on this, feel free to come back and debunk me. Thurman, Zoo, Rolly, Romero. I wonder if they're making 5 million between them. Those four guys right there. Maybe they are, maybe they ain't. Find out for yourself and come back and say, "Yo, man, just find that out, right?" Do your own research. Four guys that are featured there, the main, co-main. See if their combined purses is $5 million, right? That's what Tank Davis was requiring, or that's what he got left. 5 million guaranteed, right, for Ryan. And from the people that I was talking to, who I definitely deemed to know a lot, right? They said that Tank wasn't getting it. That's why we have this call. And I'm like, man, that is interesting. And they was like, you knew that. That's why you was saying what you was saying about will Frank Martin take a pay cut. And I was like, no, I was just playing around with that. They was like, no, you wasn't. But it makes sense now, right? Hopefully y'all caught that source. But yes, I'm about to go take a little bit of NyQuil because I'm feeling sick. They said we was gonna be sick when the schedule came out. And shout out to all of my colleagues, WCS, others, that we were pressing the issue. And word travels down. It was because of guys like myself and WCS and others that kept pointing out the fact that there's no schedule, The PBC felt the need. They also felt the need to, make a lot of these other guys that's out here pushing shit from sources that are misleading them to look stupid. Because didn't a lot of content creators tell us that it was going to be Javante Tank Davis? Verse Ryu, or maybe he was going to fight Frank the Ghost Martin. But yet, when the artwork drops, we don't see none of those guys. But, shout out to those guys that was putting that out. Maybe they could get some better information from their sources. But I also noticed that how a lot of those guys, these popular YouTube content creators, not insiders, they didn't even want to report on this last night when it broke. They didn't want to report on this at all. They were hoping that Premier Boxing Champions, and this is their page that I'm on, wasn't going to post this or confirm it. But they did. They posted it and confirmed this. So this is what it is now, right? And the co-main came out earlier. And the funny thing is, right, a lot of these pro PBC channel guys and girls, right? They always be quick to say when Mike Coppinger or Mike Benson drop something, oh, they work for ESPN. Well, Mike Coppinger, the ESPN guy, said that Rolly and Pitbull was the co-main sometime this morning. right before this artwork came out. Because look, the artwork just dropped an hour ago, as you can see on the screen. But Mike Coppinger, dropped the info earlier in the day, right? And when he dropped the intel earlier in the day, I see, I was watching, I'm on social media, I'm out there. You guys know it too, right? I'm looking on Twitter, I'm looking on Facebook, I'm watching YouTube. A lot of you pro PBC channels that will sell your soul, that try to get in with PBC, and it still got you nowhere in life. You guys were still talking like, oh man, it's not official. Mike Coppinger works for ESPN. PBC didn't post nothing on their website or their Instagram. Well, now they have. Now they have. And it just goes to show that a lot of you guys and girls aren't in the loop. But at first, this morning when I woke up, I was high on this card, right? As far as like Keith Thurman, because I thought he was gonna fight for a belt. And my thing was, okay, if Keith is able to knock off Tim Tszyu, then Butter fight him, right? But upon further information dropping, even if Keith wins, he's not winning nothing. So what is this fight actually for? That is going to be one of my questions. That my type of question. Matter of fact, let me type that right. All right, I'm back. My bad, my bad. I'm at the crib, so whenever I'm at the crib, I got a multi-tab. Now, all right, that's what I want to know. Thoughts on the fights right there. Can y'all see that? That comment? For those of y'all that's gonna be coming in and out. Because one thing about my lives now, I'm not gonna hold you. My lives be rocking. People be in and out, in and out, in and out. If you pop in, feel free to tap in with that. Thoughts on the fights, right? That is one of the questions that we are starting off with. I want to get feedback from you guys as well, right? What is your thought? Fight. Don't be bashful, for real. Like, you don't gotta be bashful. Come on through, you know. This is what you guys do, right? We all do this, but a lot of you guys, this is what you actually do. Because when I actually cover fights or I'm on deck, I'm in gyms and I'm moving around my team, I don't see a lot of you guys, to be honest. But where I do see you guys is, like I said, on social media. So come on, don't be a lame right now. Don't be lame. You know, because I guarantee if I scroll down my timeline, it's a lot of you guys online debating and arguing about this right now. So what's your thought, right? Because like I said, I'm not pulling up on a lot of people's channels and panels. I did that for years, right? In disguise. I did that for years in disguise. A lot of you guys are weird and goofy, right? Um, I pull up the people that I actually know. You know, I pull up the actual gyms that you seen last night, right? I'm in the gyms, right? You know, I pull up the fight. But yeah, I want to get some of you guys' thoughts. Keith Thurman, um, 3 fights in 6 years. 3 fights in 6 years. Um, Now he has been thrusted into a non-title fight. But this is what the PBC is giving, and this is pay-per-view, right? Pay-per-view. I wonder what the asking price is going to be, because as you can see, they don't have that up there. But what's your thoughts, man? Is this pay-per-view worthy? Like I said, I watched the content creator. I'm not going to say his name because these guys are reporting channels. I watched the content creator with no integrity sit up here and this is the problem, right? That I have, and I always had this, especially when I was Jack Fitness and I was media. A lot of guys would claim to be media, but they would be fucking agents. They would be willing to, just say bullshit and co-sign bullshit just to be accepted, right? So this one particular content creator not only acting like this was the business, that this was like they was actually giving the fans something that they was acting. Because last time I checked, right? Let's break this down. This is in my notes. I'm starting, right? No. This is two guys, right? Well, I think Broly's fight is the actual championship fight. But Keith's fight should have been a championship fight as well. But these are two opponents for the champions that are coming up in weight. Now, the significance of that for me is this, right? You have a guy like Gary Antoine Russell, who is a 140 pound, undefeated too. Perfect knockout ratio too, right? Why isn't he fighting Rolly? You have a guy like shout out to boss man Kenny Sims, another 140-pound fighter. Why isn't he fighting Rolly? But yet you bring up a 135-pounder and Ethic Pitbull Cruz to fight him. Now, you guys don't have a problem with that? I evidently not, because like I said, I watched the content creator. Even he basically played himself. He showed who he was. He's thanking Al Heyman and um, because I guess not. A lot of fans are not feeling this, right? Rightfully so. I don't, as a consumer, I'm not feeling it, bro. It is what it is. But like, unlike these other content creators, man, thank God I am the media marketing agent. And I don't have to kiss ass like Barry the Boxer said. I don't have to suck DICK or or come on here and not give my honest opinion, where a lot of other content creators can't do that. You know, especially these guys that, you know, they want to be media, or they're trying to be in the good graces of these emotional companies. They can't do that, man. They're on here acting like this is worthy, that they did us a favor, right? Giving us Thurman Zoo and Roly Pitbull. Which is definitely not a favor, man. Um, was anybody asking for this fight? Real talk. Who was like, listen, when you look at some of the stuff that was going on, right? And you or on Twitter or on Instagram or on these Facebook groups, you didn't hear no mention of Zoo Thurman. You heard mention of possibly Zoo Bud, uh, no Zoo Thurman, right? Keith Thurman's name, right? And this is how lame Keith Thurman is to me, right? And I like Keith, man. Keith has been on I interviewed him. But it's like, Keith, you have been on the record for years on years, screaming about making $10 million to fight whoever, whether it was Crawford or Boots, Ennis, or all these guys. Why don't you just fight Boots? Boots has an IBF belt, right? He's looking for a dance partner. People constantly want to tie his name with Thurman. I mean, not with Thurman, with Crawford. You know, you've been out the ring forever. Now you're gonna jump back in there with an active, bigger, more stronger guy. You know, things to make you go, But hey, what do I know, man? But this whole cold main event thing, to me, it's like I'm sick. They said they was gonna have a sick. I'm sick, man. I'm about to go get some more Theraflu and NyQuil because I'm sick right now, man. Even the cold main event, man. And check how goofy this is, right? Um, People are talking about it, but remember, Ryan Garcia jumped out there and said that he was fighting Rolly April 20th, only for Rolly and Pitbull to be the co-main event. So maybe Ryan Garcia, check this out now, right? Check this out. Maybe Ryan Garcia has some of the same sources as some of you other PBC insiders. Because he was definitely under the assumption that he was getting the fight. Yeah, he was under the assumption that he was getting the fight. That, you know, him and Rolly was finalized, only to come to terms that Rolly and Pitbull Cruz was fighting. Now, I think his blunder is 10 times worse than these YTC insiders, because he's an actual participant. He's an actual participant, an active player in the game. So for him to jump out there, yeah, I'm reading my notes right now. This is off the notes. So for him to jump out there, Ryan Garcia, and put that out on social media, Twitter, that him and Rolly was going to fight, only for a media guy, Mike Coppinger, to come out and say different. And then to have that confirmed, man, it was like, damn, bro. Damn, you jumped out there on Twitter. Let me look on Twitter. He probably took the tweet down by now, but man, He had that up there on Twitter, man. They made him look crazy, bro. Like as a YouTuber, when you do shit like that, it's cool, right? It's really not cool, but it's like, man, nobody takes YouTubers really serious, right? Only people that take them serious are the people that subscribe to them and get in the heated debates over the information that they put out. Man, I'm having a blast tonight, man. Sorry for all the laughter, soundboard clips, man. Cause this shit is comedy, man. This shit is comedy, bro. Um, this shit is comedy, yeah. But I'm telling you, Ryan Garcia took it down. I've read comments that Tim Tszyu will do big pay-per-view numbers on Amazon in Australia. Here's the problem with that thinking. PBC and Amazon hold no rights to Tim Tszyu in Australia. Those TV streaming rights in Australia are owned by Fox and are shown on Fox main event. That's interesting. That is interesting. Which is Fox pay-per-view platform in the part of the world. A little business side of boxing that most don't know. The good part now, you do know. Please retweet this to educate others. You know who that was. See, that was Rick Glacier, who people are going to call a hater, raining on the PBC's parade. But is he actually raining on the parade? These are facts. Like, um, how do they expect this pay-per-view really to actually sell? In the States. Is Pitbull Cruz and Rolly gonna carry it? Cause like I said, Keith is my guy. I interviewed him. Keith is a good guy. He doesn't front on media, right? But this is a guy that has fought 3 times in 6 years. He's definitely not carrying this pay per view in the states. Like, what was the thoughts on this, man? And please, the playback game, when you guys play this back, man, light the comments up. Even if you feel like you're gonna jump on here and try to insult me, which a lot of you guys know you can't even come close to doing anymore. Hello. But yeah, light the comments up, man. Like, what is the thoughts on this, man? A lot of you pro PBC guys, where are you at now? Especially you guys that were, you were big time Al Heyman. What's the name? You were big time Al Heyman guys. Um, a lot of these guys be putting out a lot of fake um information. They put out so much fake information. And I'm reading my notes now, this is in a note. These guys put out this fake information on some real insider shit, and when it blows up in their face, they don't even stand and say, "Yo, man, I was wrong." They just let you go for the okie doke. Yes, and to me as a consumer, man, that is like the biggest slap in the face, right? Because I seen another. This was on Twitter too. They tried to run with this. They tried to act like Boots Ennis and Mario Barrios was going to be the main. I mean, the co-main, right? I seen that on Twitter earlier. I'm like, yo, these guys don't even care. Clickbaiting at an all-time high. But going back to what I said earlier in my notes, I want to highlight this because somebody definitely talked on this with me behind the scene. Find out the actual budget for this card, especially the main and co-main. See how much their combined purses are. Tim Zoo and Thurman, Rowley, and Pitbull. Because, like I said, Javante Davis's asking price last time around when he fought Ryan Garcia and they did through the roof numbers was what 5 million guaranteed. Now, from what I'm hearing, this is serious talk. Now, let me give you the clap. Like from what I'm hearing, from what people that I was speaking on, um, a lot of fighters are taking pay cuts. And when I said that last time about Frank Martin and Tank, was Frank going to take the pay cut? But Tank is not opening up, nor is Frank. Maybe that fight still might unfold. But we have to see, are these guys going to take pay cuts? And that is another thing that Rick Glacier had spoke on vividly, how these guys were going to have to take pay cuts in order to get fights. Is that what we are seeing now? Because remember, Keith Thurman was always asking for $10 million. He didn't get nowhere near that, right? And being that Keith has been out the ring now for what, 2 years, 25 months, they said. I know he's married with children. I think Keith needs the bag, man. Keith needs the bag. But like I said, for those of y'all that don't like me or don't like the things that I speak on, look up what I just spoke on. All jokes aside. Do your own research, right? And then come back. Feel free to try to slant. Well, like I said, you guys can't slander me. But play this video back and get at me, right? Like I said, find out the combined money for the main event and co-main event, right? The main event and co-main event, right? And remember what Javante Davis's guaranteed purse was against, I'm not Rolly, against Ryan Garcia was $5 million. See if these four guys are making $5 million combined, or find out what they are making combined, right? And then debunk some of the things that I was speaking on. The fact that I said that maybe Javante Davis did not want to take a pay cut, right? Because if you got to pay Javante $5 million, right? This is in my notes now. We're serious right now. So if Javante Davis, right? Now that we know this is the official fight, so I'm just gonna give you another scenario now. The news by Shanewz, gems right here, right? Just say this fight was what was being reported by these fake insiders, right? That it was Tank Davis, right? And Frank Martin was the main event, right? Tank Davis got $5 million, right? Against Ryan Garcia. So that's what his going rate is. He wants $5 million guaranteed. So $5 million for Tank. Remember, Frank Martin walked away from $1 million, right? So we're going to give Frank Martin what he wanted. He wanted 1.5. So Frank and Tank. If I was at the spot, I'll put this on the board for y'all so y'all can see it. But I'm breaking it down nice and slow so y'all can catch it, right? So Frank and Tank, right? If they was the March 30th card, right? The main event, that is $6.5 million between those two right there. Frank and Tank, right? That's their two guaranteed purses. Might have been more. Frank Martin might have got a little bit more, but I doubt it. The only reason I said 1.5 million because that's what he asked for Shakur. And we want to say he turned down the Shakur fight to make more. He definitely wasn't going to get 2 million, right? So we'll just say the 1.5. So that is 6.5 million right there for the main event alone. Now, we'll use the same scenario for the co-main, Rolly and Pitbull. How these guys are all taking pay cuts now. But what was Pitbull's highest purse? Maybe 500, if that, 3. We'll give him 5, right? So now we are already at $7 million, and we still have to pay Rolly. What is Rolly going to get? If Pitbull got 5, Rolly's the bigger fighter on this, right? Being that he's the champion. So let's just switch it around. We give Rolly 5 and we give Pitbull 250, right? Because you don't think Rolly's definitely not making $1 million, right? But are you guys getting what I'm giving y'all right now? So already, if Tank was the main and Frank was his dance partner, and then we add these two in, we're looking at $8 million just combined with those 4 fighters. So when I tell you guys, do your own research now and find out what these 4 guys are making. Find out what they're making. Because just like I said, Tank Davis is guaranteed for the Ryan Garcia fight was $5 million. And somebody that I know is who he is in this game confirmed this to me. That Tank wanted what he's used to getting guaranteed. That's the reason why he wasn't on this bill. Because guys got to take the pay cut. The News by Shanewz. But what's your thoughts on this fight, though, man? You know, as a consumer, are you excited for March 30th? Do you think that a lot of comp tickets will be handed out in Vegas? How do you think the pay-per-view is going to do? For real, man. How do y'all think the pay-per-view is going to do, man? Listen, I am about to wrap this up. I was trying to stay on for an hour, but I got to make another run, man. I got to make a run. I was trying to get my hour in, man, you know? But at least I came on and got this out of my system. Because like I said, as a consumer, I'm back in my notes right here. I am disappointed. I am sick. I got to go get some more Theraflu. And I got to go get some more Theraflu. They said we was going to be sick when the announcement was announced. I am, because these guys, the main event, they're not even fighting for a belt. They're fighting at a catch weight, which is mind-boggling. Because you have a guy who's the champion, who's accustomed to making the 54 weight class, because he's the champion. In order to be the champion, you got to make that weight. And then we have a guy moving up, because he's a lifer as a welterweight. But they're giving him an extra pound. Go figure. And then, like I said, in the co-main event, which is another disappointing matchup for me, right? Because you have a champion in Rolly who is going to defend his title against a 135-pounder. When you have guys, like I said, Kenny Bossman Sims, Gary Antoine Russell, who are legit 140-pound fighters, that will be a much better matchup. But these are my thoughts, man. You know, I can't be like the rest of these guys because unlike a lot of these guys, I do not need a media credential from the PBC. I do not want to apply for media credentials for them. So I'm not going to get on here and act like I'm happy about this. Like I said, I seen other content creators acting like Al Heyman did them a favor. The only favor that he did was he's making us pay for watered down Kool-Aid. Now, I did see another content creator on Twitter. He said he's fire sticking this and streaming it. And I'm going to say this, you're not going to be the only one, but at least you admitted it. I think the pay-per-view numbers in the States, United States, is going to bomb. I think that the pay-per-view numbers in Australia will do very well. But as the tweet that I read by Rick Glacier, that has no bearings on the US market and the deal that Al has with Amazon. But like I said, for Tim, his country is going to support him, especially that this fight is not in their country. They will definitely support him on the pay-per-view side over there, but that has no bearings on the PBC deal. I don't think Keith Thurman, 3 fights in 6 years is going to move the needle for the United States, nor do I think Rolly or Pitbull add to that. But like I said, these are my opinions. I could be wrong. But like I said, some of the people that I conversed with today via phone calls, text messages, and emails, they are definitely in agreement with me. They are in agreement with me. I got a lot of, look at my notes right here, off the record, comments. One of the comments I got off the record, fighters aren't willing to take the cuts. Like I said, look it up, man. Find out. I'm not going to do all the research for y'all no more because I don't want to, right? But you guys that talk boxing every day and debate this shit, right? Debunk me. The way I debunk a lot of these fraud content creators, and you guys are mad at me because the shit that I talk about doing in boxing, I actually do. And now a lot of you goofy, weird niggas that talk boxing every day can't slander my name no more. What you got to do is fuck you, pay me, right? Debunk what I'm talking about right now, about the budget for this fight. I just gave you a scenario of the budget for the fight that y'all said that we was going to see. Tank Davis and Frank Martin alone would have been a minimum of $6.5 million. Those two alone. Because that is giving Frank the extra $500,000 that he wanted for Shakur, right? That he turned down. And that he got on a platform, sucking on ice, pillow talking, saying if he would have got that, he would have took the fight. So I'm going to give you that for this fight. And we know Tank Davis's going rate is $5 million, guaranteed. So that's $6.5 million. If these 4 guys right here, find out if they're making that. Their purses is $6.5 million guaranteed. And if they are making that, feel free to come back on this live stream, comment, tear me up. Do like you did when I said Earl Spence was slow, stiff, and all that. Do that on this one, right? Do it, and I'll eat it. But if they are not making $6.5 million between those 4, please come back over here and say The News by Shanewz. But hey, what do I know? Got him. Yes, this is the Source Experience. I'm going to wrap it up. I got to go deliver some CMOS, man. Yeah. I was trying to give you the hour. Maybe I'll come back on when I come back in. I'll leave. No, I'm not. I'm not going to leave everything set up because, one thing about my dog, Daffy, you know how many sets of headphones this dog has chewed? Like if she was to chew this microphone, because this isn't the microphone that I use at the spot, this is the other one, I wouldn't be mad about this microphone. But I know if I leave the equipment out, this dog, I don't know what her thing is, man. she likes to fuck with the equipment. But I was gonna say I'll leave the equipment out and jump back on when I come back in. But because I did want to get my hour in. I did want to get my hour, but I want to get the CMOS out. Um, I want to get the CMOS out, and I gotta go get the Theraflu, man. Because shout out to the PBC, I'm sick, man. I am. I'm sick that Rolly's fighting a 135 pounder, and you guys didn't give the fight to Kenny Bossman Sims or Gary Antoine Russell, man. Why Gary Antoine Russell can't get no love? He is a undefeated, perfect knockout ratio, and add a little extra sauce on it, Mambo sauce. Shout out to the Russell brothers, DC, Maryland, DMV representatives. To add a little extra Mambo sauce on it, the guy that you guys want to fight, Terrence Crawford, and you say that's ducking Crawford, Gary Antoine Russell is the last one to beat him. Yes, I'm talking about Boots Ennis. Boots Ennis, yeah. Look that fight up for those of y'all, man. Should I pull it up right now? The footage is out there, but I don't want to get this. Matter of fact, I'll do it. Let me do that real quick, right? Let me do that real quick, and then I'll shut the live down, right? I'm not gonna show the whole video because I don't own it. I'll do that real quick. And the only reason I'm doing this because I was watching Bernie's live and Bernie was speaking on this, man. See, this is what actual boxing people who really study boxing do. They study, man. They study these things, man. Look, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna play the video. I'm not. Because my channel is rocking and rolling. And you guys love to report. You it's crazy. Y'all some real miserable individuals, man. Y'all some miserable individuals this internet shit, right? Real talk. But I'll show you where you guys can watch it at. I'm not gonna play it because you guys will report my channel, right? Y'all some real live losers, man. But here it is right here. Look. Fight Capital TV. This is the full fight. See, I'm giving y'all gems, right? Now, a lot of you weird niggas is gonna play it and watch this, play it back and watch it and not give me my accolades. Because you know why? You guys, in all actuality, you guys are super fans of the news by Shanewz. But you guys are haters. And what is a hater? A hater is a fan, right? It's a fan. You're just not a supporter. Hopefully you caught that. But that is the full fight right there for the Olympic trial. Jerron Anderson, Gary Russell, Antoine, the Don. Watch that fight. That's the full fight. Good fight. That is the last time Boots Ennis was defeated. Since then, he has one on. I think he's 31-0, 30-0. And I want to say congratulate to Boots. I think he won the Northern or the Southern Jersey or Pennsylvania, Philadelphia Athlete of the Year. But listen, we are going to wrap it up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the sauce tonight. If you didn't, oh well. This is my thoughts, my opinion, and how I felt about what we got dealt with today. And once again, salute to all of the guys like myself and others that was putting that fire to the PBC on giving us some form of a schedule and information. As you see, we got it now. Whether you are satisfied with it is on you. But me as a consumer, I just shared my thoughts. But hey, what do I know? This is the Source Experience. The news. By who? Shanewz.
This is your boy Jamel Simplified Herring, and I'm with the best in the world, the best from Long Island, the Sauce Talk Podcast. Hey, we doing big things. Shout out to everybody out there in LI as well. Simplified, salute.
Yes, you know the vibes.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tumo-Kailua. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.